What's up, y'all? Welcome back. We always learn blues scales at first by playing what we call across the strings. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but it leaves you feeling stuck in a box because literally that's what the method is called. It's called the box method. I've got another way of playing this blues scale. Instead of playing it across, we're going to play it up the neck, giving you 3 octaves of the blues scale in this kind of upward and diagonal motion. We're going to call it the up riff, where we go up, and then we're also going to learn the down riff, where we go down. Okay. Then I'm going to show you how you can put it in context of your own blues by using this technique that I call riff, rhythm, riff. And that just allows you to practice the pattern in a way that makes it more musical. The up riff looks like this. We're going to start going up the scale, O on the low E string, O, 3, 5, slide to 7 with that same finger. Then we're going to play 5, 7 on the next string. When you first start off, try to make sure you're sliding with that 3rd finger. Okay, that's the first octave. Let's move up to the next octave. So we landed here, this is the note E again. So we start E here, we go up to the octave E. Now once we're here, the feeling of the scale that we just played feels the same. Let me demonstrate. Okay, notice that feeling of the fingers should feel very familiar, like this. So we have, see how that feels the same? We're going 1st finger, 3rd finger, sliding up, 1st finger, 3rd finger. Same thing here. We're going to go 1st finger, 3rd finger, slide up, 1st finger, 3rd finger. Okay, let's do that 2-octave pattern. Great. There's 1 octave left. Let's finish that out. So now we have the same idea. We're going to go 3rd finger here. This is the note E. And then we're going to go 3rd finger, shift up 1 position. Okay. And when I say shift up 1 position, what I mean is instead of going 1st finger 2 frets back like we had from here, this time we're going to have to shift to the 8th fret because of the tuning between the B and the G strings. This is something that you guys already know about, but it's important to kind of keep that in mind. Note E, we're going to go like this, shift up the 8th position, play 8, 10, slide to 12 with the 3rd finger, 10, 12. Okay, let's play that 3-octave pattern together, then let's put it in context. Here it goes. Three octaves. Very cool, right? Now that you've kind of learned the riff, we should talk about the riff, rhythm, riff technique that I've mentioned at the beginning. And all that means is when you learn a scale or a riff or a part of a scale or something like that, instead of just practicing it, up and down, we need to practice kind of a part of it and then put it in context of some kind of song. We'll start with is the rhythm part, and then we'll do the riff and come back to the rhythm. That's the idea. Riff, rhythm, riff, rhythm. You keep doing it back and forth like that. But it'll sound like this. Here it comes. I'll do it one more time. Up riff. Okay, so see how I'm doing that? I put it in context where I play this cool rhythm pattern. And then riff. Okay. Now in this context, we're actually using it more as a minor pentatonic scale, sliding through that blues note instead of having it like that. So then if you take away that blues note, which is the 6th fret here, that makes it the minor pentatonic scale. And we're playing it like this. Slide, slide, okay? Also doing a lot of hammer-ons. So hammering on there and to there, and slide. So that's kind of one pluck. Okay, and then we're going hammer on there, hammer on, slide, hammer on. So the thumb only on this right hand, it only really has to play there, 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 and there. That might help it out. Okay, and then if you're having trouble doing the riff and then coming back to it, simplify it down like this. Simplify it to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and that'll help you practice doing the riff in context of something. Okay, at least just having kind of this rhythm pattern at the bottom. Okay, and that's so much better than just playing, you know, the scale, which, you know, isn't music at all. If you put it in context of something musical, all of a sudden it makes it music. Okay, so that's what we're calling the up riff. The down riff is just the opposite of that, okay? This is where we're gonna start. This note E with our third finger on the 12th fret, okay? This is the highest part when we're going up. Okay, this is the highest note in this pattern. Now you could keep going up this scale, all the way up to this note, but that's just overkill. We don't need to go that high. Let's start here. This is the note E, okay? So mentally we're thinking, okay, let's find the note E and then we'll do this down pattern. The down pattern looks like this. 12, first finger on 10, 12 with third finger on the 12th fret of the B string, and then we're gonna slide. That's an important thing to know where we're sliding. Remember, we're trying to include that blues note. So slide down through that blues note like that, okay? So we got 12, 10, 12, 11, 10, okay? Then we're playing 8 with the first finger, and then landing on 9, which of the G string, which is the note E again. So that's our first octave of the down pattern. Okay, now since we're landing on the 9th fret here, you can choose to land with your second finger or you can land with your third finger. Third finger actually has some advantages because then the feeling will feel the same when we go to the next octave. So we have third finger, third finger, slide down, third finger, first finger, squeeze that third finger in. Now, everything that you just did will feel the same when we go the next octave down. 9th fret, 7th fret, next string, 9th fret, slide it down. Now we're on 7th fret, first finger. Now we're here on the next octave, 7th fret again. Okay, same idea. We're gonna do that same kind of pattern. Third finger, third finger, slide down, third finger, first finger, and then now we're at the bottom of the pattern. Whole thing looks like this, down pattern. And what we need to do here when we're starting the down riff, since we're not starting in the low E string, it might be less obvious, like where's our starting point? And this is something that's going to be a really important detail for you guys to take in, because there's a huge thing in the guitar community where people really avoid learning the notes, okay? And I'm not saying you got to learn all the notes, but what we're going to do right now is actually just learn where the note E is on a few different spots. And why? It's so that we can jump to that and do our down riff. Okay, so see how I'm doing that? I'm finding the note E, and then I play my down riff. Okay, now see how that pattern works? It's the same fingering as long as you start with your third finger on the root note. Now we already talked about this spot here, 12th fret, that's the note E. That might be obvious to you because open E and then 12th fret, right? Makes it an octave up. Maybe the next spot you want to learn is this E here. Okay, that's the next octave down. Okay, we're down the 9th fret of the G string, so we have E here and E here. We want to visualize those spots so you can quickly jump to them and then just plug in your pattern that we just learned. So let's try that. So we'll just do a simple shuffle. Okay, let's do the next octave. Let's do the third octave. Okay, and as you can see, it sounds the same because the notes are the same through the octaves. Here's another kind of bonus part. At the beginning, I was playing kind of like a 12-bar blues example where I was playing E, and then I was playing stuff over A. Okay, and then I was jumping up and kind of playing riffs like that. Now, where did that riff come from? It's the down riff that we just talked about, except this time we're playing it over A. So So what am I jumping to? I'm jumping to the note A, and then I do our down pattern. Now, the difference here is that when we do the down pattern on A, because of the tuning between the G and the B strings, we have to kind of make that small adjustment. Now, your ear will definitely tell you to do that. Because if you hit that note, it's like, whoa, something's wrong there, right? And then you'll remember, okay, we have to shift down that one position. So we're going third finger, shift down. Okay, now we're octave again. Another instance of the down pattern. So what you should take away from this is when you're playing stuff that's over A, like in a 12-bar blues pattern, or let's say you're just doing like an E to A, like a 1/4 type vamp, or just whatever it is, when you want to pull a riff and you have some space to do a riff, think about your up and down riffs, and then maybe jump to that note. So visually we want to see A, here comes riff. Okay, see what I did? Jumping to A. And then I'm just placing that riff and the amount of time that I have left over until I need to go to the next chord. Now hopefully this is making sense, guys. What I'm going to do right now is just a real slow playthrough of basically what I played at the beginning, probably with some small variations because I just made that up as I played it at the beginning. This time I'll try to make it very specific to what we're actually doing and with the tabs on the screen so you guys can try to play along. Up and down riff etude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start with the rhythm pattern. Riff. Now we're on A. Down riff on A. Back to E. Up riff. Now we're on B. A riff. Back to the E. That's where it would start over again. Okay. So just a small, slow demonstration of how you should kind of put those riffs in context. Hopefully this helps, guys. I had a lot of fun showing you this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.